Hello and welcome to the very first episode of my rebranded podcast, The Inner Rebuild. Take a breath with me. Today's episode wasn't planned, it arrived. I was guided outside, not gently, but with that unmistakable pull your intuition gives you when something needs to be heard now. The Rose Oracle called to me, and the card that came through was the Wastelands. Its message was urgent. Stop any way of being that is no longer sustainable. And instantly 3 of my patterns rose to the surface, not in shame, not in collapse, but in clarity, the kind that only comes when you're ready to evolve. Now we're 3 days from the Libra full moon, but we're still in Aries season. This is the part of the cycle where everything that's unstable, unsustainable, or misaligned starts cracking open, not to punish you, but to reveal you. So today we're going deep into 10 ways of being that eventually stop working, not because you're failing, but because you're outgrowing the identity that created them. And for each one, I'm going to walk you through the behavior, the pattern, when it becomes unstable, what you're actually craving, and a grounded example so you can recognize it in your own life. So let's begin. Number 1, the over-responsible one. You carry the emotional, mental, or logistical load for everyone. You equate responsibility with worthiness, and you become the default caretaker, organizer, and fixer. And when it becomes unstable, is your body starts saying no before your mouth does. You feel resentment, exhaustion, or a quiet sense of being taken for granted. I know this was a common pattern for me in motherhood. But what you're actually craving is shared load, reciprocity, and the freedom to choose yourself without guilt. This one hits hard, hey mama. For example, you're the one who remembers birthdays, plans the events, and checks in on everyone, but no one checks in on you. 2, the peacekeeper. You avoid conflict, smooth edges, and keep everyone comfortable. You prioritize harmony over honesty. You realize you've been disappearing in your own life, and your truth feels trapped in your throat. But what you're actually craving is clean boundaries, relationships that can hold your full expression. For example, you say it's fine when it's not, because you fear the discomfort of being fully seen or rocking the boat. Number 3, the hyper-independent one. You do everything yourself. You don't ask for help. You don't let yourself be supported. Independence becomes armor. When it becomes unstable is when you feel isolated. You're exhausted from being the only one holding everything. And what you're actually craving, softness, support, the safety of being held. An example, someone offers help and you instantly say, no, I've got it. Even when you're drowning, you don't want to put other people out. Number 4, the self-sacrificer. You put everyone's need before your own. You shrink your desires to avoid being too much. When it becomes unstable is you wake up one day and realize your life is built around obligations, not desires. And what you're actually craving is permission to want more, desire-led living. An example of this behavior is you cancel your plans, your rest, your joy, because someone else needs something. Number 5, the overachiever. You stay busy, you chase productivity, you measure your worth by output. Achievement becomes your identity. And when it becomes unstable, burnout hits. Your intuition goes quiet. Your body feels like it's running on fumes. And what you're actually craving is rhythm, rest, a life that feels spacious and intentional. For example, you can't sit still without feeling guilty. Number 6, the shape shifter. You become who others need you to be. You adapt to fit the room. You realize you don't know what you want anymore, and your power leaks through constant self-abandonment. And what you're actually craving is identity, certainty, a self you can trust. An example of this is your personality shifts depending on who you're with. Number 7, the strong one. You hold everything together, you never break, and you never show softness. Strength becomes a cage. When this becomes unstable is when you feel disconnected from intimacy, vulnerability, and support. You're tired of being the rock. And what you're actually craving is to be human, to be held, to be seen in your truth, all of you. An example of this is people come to you for support, but you have no one you feel safe collapsing with. 8, the overthinker. You live in your mind, you analyze everything, and you try to think your way into safety. When this becomes unstable as your mind spirals, your body feels disconnected. You can't access clarity because you're not in your body. What you're actually craving, embodiment, intuition, and feeling your way forward. An example of this is replaying conversations, decisions, and possibilities until you're pretty much paralyzed. Number 9, the people pleaser behavior is when you're saying yes when your body whispers no. You prioritize being liked over being aligned. You feel drained, resentful, and disconnected from yourself. But what you're actually craving is self-honoring choices, boundaries that feel clean and empowering. An example of this is you agree to do things you don't want to do, and then you feel heavy for days. Lastly, number 10, the woman who waits. You wait for clarity, confidence, timing, or permission. You stay in limbo, and this becomes unstable as life starts passing you by. You feel stuck, stagnant, or frustrated. And what you're actually craving is momentum, self-trust, the identity of a woman who moves. An example is this is you keep saying soon, but nothing changes. If these patterns are rising for you right now, good. It means you're ready to look, ready to feel, ready to embrace, to know that there's another way. When you're leading yourself with love and you're looking at yourself with compassion, with grace, it's time. Awareness is key, bringing it into your awareness and looking at it through the lens of love and compassion. They were built for a reason, but it doesn't mean you need to keep sustaining them. You can choose a different path. And this is exactly why I created the Inner Rebuild Journal, a space to meet yourself again, rebuild your identity, and move from survival patterns into self-led power. And if you want to go deeper, my book is there as a companion, a place to land, reflect, and meditations, and remember who you are beneath the conditioning. Because it is all just conditioning and programming. So take what you need, leave what you don't. Let these tools support your becoming. I thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with honesty. It takes courage and with the willingness to see yourself clearly. If you actually want a follow-up episode on how to release these patterns, comment release and I'll create it for you. Because your next self is already calling. You're not breaking down, you're breaking open. And your path has led you to this episode for a reason.
Thank you for listening to my mum's podcast. We hope you learned something new. Remember to comment and leave a review.
And remember, you are worthy and you are enough.